I love books. My name's Craig Froman, and I'm the assistant editor at New Leaf Publishing Group. I read books for a living. I go home at night, I read more books. On the weekends, I take the kids to the library and we get more books. And it's just something that I've grown to love over the years. And Attic Books, which is a part of New Leaf Publishing Group, has come out with Advice for Seekers by Charles Spurgeon. What I love about it is, even though it's a brand new book, it has the look and feel of an old book with the tattered pages. When you open it up inside, it's not just a retyped text, it's actually the image from the 1896 work that came out then. Charles Spurgeon, if you don't know of his life, he's known as the Prince of Preachers. And even before radio and television, the internet, he was able to speak to some 10 million people in his lifetime. This particular book is one that I want to read just a short passage from to let you know why he wrote it and who he wrote it for. And it's still a very powerful, profound book. This is chapter 5, We Wait for Light. And he says, I address persons who are sincerely desirous of obtaining the true and heavenly light, who've waited hoping to receive it, but instead of obtaining it are in a worse, or at least a sadder state than they were, or almost driven into the dark, foreboding that for them no light will ever come. These persons are in some degree aware of their natural darkness. They're looking for light. They're not content with their obscurity. They're waiting for the brightness. There are a few who are not content to be what their first birth has made them. They discover in their nature much of evil. They would fain be rid of it. They find in their understanding much ignorance, and they would fain be illuminated. They do not understand the Scripture when they read it, and though they hear the gospel, they fail to grasp gospel thought. They pant to escape from this ignorance. They desire to know the truth which saves the soul, and their desire is not only to know it in theory, but to know it by its practical power upon the inner man. When I was first reading that, I thought of people that read biographies of famous people, and you learn a little something about them, facts and figures and such. But it's not the same as if you have a friend that you hang out with and you get to know them. You know them more personally and more in depth than a book would ever tell. And that's the person that Charles Spurgeon is writing this to. Those that don't just want to know God or know about God, they want to know Him personally. They want to experience really His life within them and that life changing that He can bring. And so I encourage you to look for Advice for Seekers by Charles Spurgeon. This is again from Attic Books, and I think it's a treasure that you would not only enjoy for yourself, but it'd be a wonderful gift for someone else as well. Thank you so much.